Hey everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day you're watching today. Sasha here. Day 31, the last day of our month of matcha celebration, folks. I never thought we would get here, but eventually we would have to get here. So, yeah, folks. It's a beautiful day out today in my neck of the woods. I hope it is the same for yours. You know, it's kind of, dead smack in the morning. And I wanted to make this video to kind of use as a reflection and, just put out there what do I want to do for month of matcha 2020, because, oh yeah, this was fun and I plan on doing this again next year. So look forward to that. And yeah, folks, the month of matcha, I just off the top of my head came up with, because I'm like, what's a month in which, people already hype up and I don't know, I can make a cute little saying for it. And the first month that popped up into my mind was March. So, I know people do March Madness with the college basketball. So I'm like, why don't I call this month of matcha? I realize it's crazy that people don't give matcha its props. But I mean, matcha is kind of specific. So, usually when they do like theme months or theme days, it's usually a generalized theme like June is iced tea month, January is hot tea month. But I wanted to, I guess, unofficially dedicate March as the month of matcha. And it's also usually it's when it transitions over to spring. So, matcha can be enjoyed hot or cold. So maybe hit spring, maybe you want to enjoy some colder drinks because now you can. The weather is not really permitting hot drinks, although you could have whatever kind of drink you want any time of year. So, as we reflect, I'm going to have myself a homemade, do-it-yourself with a nice little gradient of matcha matsu latte. And yeah, folks, it was the last of the matcha matsu. No more, no more. It's flat as a pancake. Although I do get the occasional dust, but as y'all may or may not be able to see because it's dark, it's empty. Give it a couple of shakes, a couple of powder crumbles that reside in the bag, but matcha matsu has served me well this month, and it's an empty, so it's an MVP because it's like the base matcha, with no additives. It's what I was cooking with. It's what I was, using for some, matcha drinks, matcha creations, in which I didn't want a flavor. I didn't want like any additional flavors to come in. So, yeah, matcha matsu is the MVP. I only bought 2 ounces, but I will definitely buy more. It's a great culinary or kitchen grade, I would say, matcha. Like in terms of, it's definitely not ceremonial, so I just call it culinary kitchen grade matcha. We did go over some of the grades, but I'm not sure where Matsu would fall. Um, Another MVP is David's Tea's organic agave in the natural flavor. If I just wanted to sweeten up any drink without giving it a, flavor, then this was the go-to sweetener. I'm almost finished, and I probably will finish it probably by next month. Well, this month's practically over, but probably in the middle of April is when I'll finish it or something. Another MVP, the the matcha maker from David's Tea. Yeah, I mean, this is probably the easiest way to make matcha. No joke. If it weren't for this, videos would be painstakingly longer because of the fact that I would have to do it the traditional way, which I do have, but cleanup, assembly, all that stuff can be a pain in the butt. I would definitely recommend this. I probably would want to get this in the stainless steel, like what they have so far. In the stainless steel, I believe, was either a black or a dark green, but would definitely get this again. Well, fun fact, I do have one in the holiday theme sprigs, and it's a green, and it has the sprig design. So, I mean, but I would still get another one, like, just in case if I dropped one by accident and it broke, well, I'll just get another one. But yeah, this is definitely probably the overall MVP is the matcha maker from David's Tea. And throughout the month, I've mainly focused on David's Tea. And I take that, as a critique because there are other companies out there I would love to feature. I kind of did throw some others in the mix, like Republic of Tea. I do have my Tea Forte matcha sampler somewhere, but unfortunately it was in storage. So, or it is in storage. So it's like, I don't know exactly where that one is. Like, I kind of know the box that it's in, but I don't know the box where the box is. If it's, in location A or location B. And, like, I wasn't going to tear up my, the storage area or, like, my mother's area to find it. So it's like, I just had to do without the Tea Forte. I would have liked to have brought that one in and show y'all, exactly what comes in that matcha sampler. I did show Lipton the extremely beginner friendly matcha, if we want to call it that. Also showed Pure Leaf's matcha, which is, a step up in the right direction in terms of grocery store matcha. But I also wanted to feature other companies. Like I said, like, it was pretty much majority David's Tea with like a little bit of Republic of Tea thrown in the mix. So next year I would definitely like to get other companies involved. Like, I know some of y'all told me about Matcha Outlet. There's like some others, I believe Harney and Sons. I think Tiesta Tea, which I featured before in the month of iced tea. Tiesta Tea has their own matcha, which I wouldn't mind trying. And then like I can always peruse on Amazon.com and see what they have going on there. But definitely, I would like to bring more manufacturers into the mix for next year, as this was more like free promo for David's Tea. So, I mean, David's Tea is good. Don't get me wrong; it's one of my favorite companies. But yeah, definitely should have had more companies in the mix. I'm like, Republic of Tea is awesome too. I'm telling you, y'all, that matcha latte that I featured before doesn't compare to making your own latte. And I said this before in my do-it-yourself matcha latte, vanilla matcha latte. Well, this is used with matcha matsu, but same principle. Like the pre-mixed stuff is bad, but if you like take the time and learn the drink recipe by hand, you'll come out with like a much immensely better product. I guarantee it. So yeah, if that was one of your critiques, let me know as well. Like I totally agree with you in that it was too much David's Tea, like the proportion. So I want to bring in other companies. Definitely gonna mix it up next year. Also, I mean, with the cooking segments or the Monday Night Delights, I mainly only focused on sweet things. I would like to make, like that one instance with the edamame, I would like to make that like a different balance of sweet and savory. Definitely want to do a cooking episode like every week like I did with this month, but maybe just mix it up. Sweet, savory, that sort of deal. I do want to, try to come up with recipes on my own instead of, because I can say it's so easy. All you got to do is like take somebody else's recipe and, just add a perfect spoon or two of matcha to infuse it into your dish. I mean, yeah, pretty much, but like, I want to come up with my own stuff. So, I mean, I'm not like the best cook or whatever. I'm not the best home chef, but like I said, it's a learning process, and I just learned to adapt to it. If you don't mind seeing that, like, the adaptation, and then when I finally perfected the recipe, oh yeah, I'll display it or whatever. But I would like to try to come up with stuff on my own. Yeah, like that's gonna take months and months of trial and error, cultivation, and I definitely want to mix it up because angry, the Incredible Hulk angry edamame, I just thought of that on a whim. Like I usually do my angry edamame and angry sauce. It's basically a copycat recipe from the Kona Grill, if y'all ever been to that restaurant. Very good in my opinion. Would recommend. But it's a copycat recipe, and all I did was just infuse that matcha, and then I called it the Incredible Hulk angry edamame. So I don't know about y'all, but Hmm. Like, I do want to keep doing the supermarket suspicion. Like, okay, dedicated cooking on the Monday or Monday Night Delight, since I'm testing it that same day. Um, Cooking on Monday, Tuesdays with a T, Wellness Wednesday. Now, for this particular month, for Wellness Wednesday, I actually do want to like review articles. I want to get into the habit of doing that more often because, as part of my profession, like looking at articles and seeing how that relates to, you know, overall health is pretty important. So I want to, take that time as to reviewing a matcha based article. There are articles out there, and I mean, like, it doesn't have to be basic, what do I want to say? Like, stuff that you could find with a Google search. No, I could do PubMed as well. Like, if there's any significant studies done with matcha, I'm fairly certain we can review them together, and I can like just break it down into, you know, get rid of the medical or scientific jargon and, just tell y'all what in the world this means. So yeah, I mean, I would like to dedicate Wellness Wednesdays in the month of matcha for next year as a means of reviewing a matcha subject article. But like if, Yahoo or Google or Microsoft, whoever has the really current article, then for sure I'll review that too. Or if you know of any matcha linked articles, I'd love to read them, and we can go over them together. So Wednesday, dedicate that, Wellness Wednesdays, dedicate that towards matcha, related articles, matcha studies. And then Thursday, I'm trying to think with the Thirsty Thursday if I wanted to separate the two, or because folks, I have a lot of drinks that are still in my fridge right now that I can do for Thirsty Thursdays coming up. It's just that what I want to say, I don't know, like, I guess I'll just build it up, but I'll still keep Thirsty Thursday a matcha influence. So I mean, I don't know, like, yeah, because the thing is, I have some, like, I just bought some drinks, like, as I saw them, if they were like new and interesting, if I want to try it on camera, I'd be like, oh, y'all, let me grab this because I see it right now. So no, we're still gonna keep the matcha based drinks. We'll keep that for the month of matcha next year. I'm just wondering how longer, like, how many more drinks do I have? Because I don't want to make it like all like alcohol based drinks, because like I said, for my audience, I don't know if y'all drink or not. Like, I know one of my viewers, she told me she doesn't drink, so like, I want to make some videos or some drinks that can appeal to all. So for the alcohol with matcha, I might limit that, but if y'all like don't mind the alcohol plus matcha, then I'll probably switch it up every week, like the cooking segments. non-alcoholic, alcoholic, non-alcoholic, alcoholic sort of deal. Trying to think. Also, for the next, so for the weekend, um, I'm trying to think of, this is where I kind of faltered and thought that I didn't know if I was going to do a whole 31 days. So I don't know what to do for the weekend, because I got lucky with the Matcha Boosted collection from David's Tea. But at the same time, y'all, is like, I don't know. Maybe we could do some beauty product, or like beauty hygiene. I don't know. Like, we could, like, I'm just thinking off the top of my head, y'all. Maybe we could do some experiments with it, because that one article that I read for Month of Matcha, it was talking about how people could wear matcha like a mask or something, a beauty mask. So definitely do that. And I'm trying to think if there was anything else that we could probably try. But definitely would like to see what I could do over the weekend. Maybe like Saturday is a beauty hygiene day with matcha, and then Sunday we could do like like, I don't know, maybe like some question sort of deal, like, scientific Sunday, or not scientific, because that would tie in with the Wellness Wednesday, but like, some experimental type thing on Sunday. So yeah, I mean, I think my goal for next year with the Month of Matcha is to do it bigger, do it better, have some more variety. I will, see about mixing it up, because that's my main thing. I feel as though this was the first month, this was the first year that I've done this month, and this was like off the top of my head, and I was just surprised that I came up with 31 days of content. So, folks, next year, now I'm like, you mentioned this to you all, I want to see, what your thoughts and opinions are. What could I do differently? Any other ideas? I'd love to implement them, and just make it bigger, make it better. But yeah, I mean, this was fun. This was interesting. I wanted to do this, and like, what I like about this, like, themed months, is that it gives me, something to look forward to, in terms of like building up my YouTube channel. Like, I like doing videos, but like for themed months, it really gets my creative juices flowing. I am, constantly thinking outside of, my normal routine. What can I do? What can I do today? What can I do, coming up? Ooh, I see this. Let me try this, So, I mean, it's another creative output. Now, another thing I will say critique wise, I will try to get more green shirts and or green accessories because yeah, as y'all saw throughout the month when I was filming, um, I like had like a week's worth of green. So defo want to um get some more green shirts, like t-shirts. Like it doesn't have to be like dressy tank tops or whatever, like blouses and stuff. Like I do have that like for work and stuff, but just get more green in my wardrobe because that was a shame how I thought I had more green in this, but I think I might have gave some clothing articles to Goodwill, and a lot of them were happened to be green. So that's another thing. Just yeah, if I don't have like green, then I have like the green accessory. I saw something at Target, y'all, and I didn't get it, and I should have gotten it because then I could have just worn whatever and then put the um the accessory over me, and then it's like, oh, I'm still repping green. But that's what I'll do for next month, so that y'all, I will not disrespect the green. I will have some form of green strikingly on me, and that's how we repping matcha. What else, y'all? So yeah, this is just like my closing thoughts and what aspirations I have for next year. I mean, that's what I love about like the themed months. I'm only doing, well, I've only done 3 so far, counting this one, but I'm actually going to add on a 4th one, and I'll let y'all know when that is come that month's time. But definitely for whatchamacallit, definitely for the next month, which I'm gonna say it's June. That's the month of iced tea. Definitely gonna be trying more products available, over like in stores and whatnot. Not necessarily from restaurants, because that was kind of stale. How I would say, oh, this just tastes like a typical restaurant tea. This tastes like a typical restaurant tea. I don't want to do that. So, like this month, I want to brainstorm, and like I'll probably do more teas that are in your local grocery store or Amazon or whatever, because I felt like in that month the teas in like your typical fast food joints got stale. So I will definitely try to liven it up in that sense, and also just try a whole lot of products, make iced teas. Hopefully I do it justice this year, because it's gonna be interesting. So yeah, folks, month of matcha 2019 is said and done. I want to thank you all for watching. Any questions, comments, suggestions, or small talk, don't be a stranger. Leave it in my comment section below. Any and all are welcome. Greatly appreciated. Do let me know, though, how you feel. Like, any theme stuff that I could do for next year's month of matcha. I will definitely consider it and give you a shout out if I actually go through with it. It's been a fun ride. I really appreciate it. Of course, like when it comes time for month of matcha to happen again, I'm going to look at this video and just make sure I have everything together. I'm probably going to just start right out the gate for day one. Day one, like this month, it was just like impromptu and it was like so late at night. So I was like, let me just tell people that I'm going to do this and then and then I just went on through. But no, we're going to start right out the gate. Day one, whatever day of the week that falls under, then we'll just start from there. So yeah, like really would appreciate if you let me know how you thought about this series. Like, what were your favorite videos? What would you like to see more of? What would you have in terms of critique? Like, yeah, Sasha, you did too much David's tea. I would like to see more companies. Try more recipes. Yeah, y'all, just let me know. And I really would appreciate it. So, folks, you have yourselves a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Take it easy. Take care. Make it a great day today and every day. And yeah, we'll just be going back to the regular upload schedule, which is not daily, but pretty much 3 to 4 videos a week. Maybe more, but that's the minimum, 3 to 4. 3 is the minimum. And then could be 4, could be 5. Who knows? All right, y'all. So it's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun with the series. Definitely plan to do it again next year. And thank you all for tuning in. And I'll see you next video, which don't know when that is. Probably Tuesday. Oh, and I actually mentioned this. I did make an Instagram account and a Twitter account. So if you want to reach out to me, or if you want to keep up with the channel, like pretty much real time, I'll definitely be putting updates on there. And yeah, I mean, feel free to follow if you want to, but definitely check it out if I'm like running behind schedule or something happened with the video, or if I said something wrong in the video and then I wanted to rectify what I said. Check out my 2 new pages, which I dedicated for this YouTube channel. So y'all, take it easy, take care. Bye now.